Hey guys, welcome back to another 5-minute review. Today we're taking a look at Fumes, an early access third-person single-player Mad Max-inspired car combat game. Yeah, that's a bit of a mouthful, but stick with me. Right now, Fumes is available on Steam for $10.50 during Steam's spring sale, and it normally retails for $14.99. So the big question is it worth your time and your money? Let's break it down. For those of you who might not be familiar with car combat games, think classics like Twisted Metal or Vigilante 8. The concept is simple: you drive around in a heavily armored vehicle and blow everything else off the road. And honestly, Fumes sticks to pretty close to that formula in a good way. You've got access to a solid variety of weapons: rockets, machine guns, flamethrowers, grenades, shotguns, you name it. If it can explode, burn, or shred, it's probably in this game. The goal? To wipe out your enemies and take back control of the wasteland one wreck at a time. Let's talk gameplay. This is where Fumes really does most of its heavy lifting. You've got your standard versus missions where you go up against low-level enemies. These are great for farming scrap and getting used to the controls, but the game doesn't stop there. You've also got racing missions, escort missions, and even boss fights thrown into the mix to keep things from getting too stale. Speaking of scrap, that's your main currency. You'll be collecting it constantly and using it to upgrade your vehicle through a character known as the Scrapman, because of course that's his name in a game like this. Upgrades are pretty satisfying. You can tweak things like your suspension, tires, and overall performance, making your vehicle feel more tailored to your playstyle. On top of that, defeating bosses unlocks new vehicles and special upgrades, which gives you a nice sense of progression. Customization is another nice touch. You can change your paint, mess around with decals, and even create your own custom designs. It's always fun to roll into battle with the ride that actually feels like yours. Now, I will say the combat is fast and chaotic, which is great, but it can start to feel a bit repetitive after a while. That said, this isn't really a game you sit down and grind for hours on end. It's more of a jump in, blow some stuff up for 30 minutes and hop out kind of experience. And it works really well. Alright, story time. Actually, never mind, there isn't one. Seriously, don't come into Fumes expecting some deep lore or emotional storytelling. This game is all about action. You shoot, you loot, you upgrade, and repeat. And honestly, it's totally fine for what this game is trying to be. Graphics. Let's talk visuals. Fumes goes for a unique 90s inspired look, and it absolutely nails that vibe. It really brings back that PlayStation 1 era nostalgia, especially if you grew up playing games like Twisted Metal. The low poly style and gritty aesthetic fit perfectly with the whole wasteland theme. It's not trying to be ultra realistic, and honestly, it doesn't need to be. The art style gives the game personality that goes a long way. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, Fumes is a fast, chaotic frenzy of scrap metal, explosions, and flying shell casings. Yes, the combat can get repetitive. Yes, there's basically no story. But despite that, it's still a lot of fun, especially in short bursts. It's the kind of game you play when you just want to turn your brain off and cause some destruction. And for the price, especially if you can grab it on sale, it's pretty easy to recommend. If you're a fan of classic car combat games or just looking for something quick and entertaining, Fumes is definitely worth checking out. Well, that's going to do it for my 5-minute review of Fumes. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.